Arsenal's players are now making their final preparations ahead of the new Premier League season. After an encouraging penalty shootout win over Chelsea and Dublin, Unai Emery's men face Lazio in Stockholm in their final pre-season friendly ahead of the curtain raiser against Manchester City. As well as on the pitch action, there is plenty going on in terms of transfers, with Arsenal reportedly in the market for one more player. Sevilla midfielder Steven Nzonzi continues to be linked, while speculation surrounding Barcelona winger Ousmane Dembélé continues to grow. We'll keep on top of all the latest transfer and contract right here throughout the day, while also keeping you up to date with any other breaking news from North London. We want you to get involved too. Tell us your thoughts on what's happening at Arsenal by tweeting us at @Arsenal_FL. Keep up to date with the latest news, features and exclusives from Football London via the free Football London app for iPhone and Android. Available to download from the App Store and Google Play. 1900 Arsenal play their final game of pre-season on Saturday when they take on Lazio in Stockholm. The game will be the fourth of this summer for Unai Emery's side, with victories already secured against Bournemouth, Paris Saint-Germain and Chelsea. Here's all the latest team news ahead of the clash against the Serie A side. Read here. Image, Stuart McFarlane, Arsenal FC via Getty Images. 1442 Arsenal have confirmed that Alex Iwobi has signed a new long-term contract. Speaking to Arsenal.com, Unai Emery said, "I'm very pleased Alex has signed a new contract with us. He is a great example of a player who can succeed from the academy through hard work, and I look forward to working with him and our other talented young players in the squad. We would like to congratulate Alex on his new contract and look forward to his continued contribution to the club." Image, Stuart McFarlane, Arsenal FC via Getty Images. 1352 Lucas Torreira has revealed why he decided to take the number 11 shirt at Arsenal. When the Uruguay international squad number was announced following his arrival from Sampdoria, it raised some eyebrows amongst the club's fanbase. Given he is a defensive midfielder, the fact he chose the number 11 was considered slightly odd by some. But Torreira has now explained his thinking, and fans of Mesut Ozil will certainly enjoy it. Read here. Photo by Stuart McFarlane, Arsenal FC via Getty Images. 1219 Football London's Arsenal correspondent Charles Watts has all the latest on Aaron Ramsey's contract situation, the Ousmane Dembélé links and the speculation surrounding Ivan Gazidis. Read here. Photo by Alex Caparros, Getty Images. 1022 Reports from Turkey claim there is a high probability Shkodran Mustafi will join Galatasaray on loan if Arsenal cannot offload him permanently. Said to be looking at a fee of €25 million for Mustafi, Turkish publication Fanatic claim he could head to the Super League giants if Arsenal cannot find a buyer. Unai Emery has already brought in Sokratis Papastathopoulos from Borussia Dortmund this summer, while the likes of Callum Chambers and Konstantinos Mavropanos are expected to feature more this season. Shkodran Mustafi in action against Chelsea. Image, Stuart McFarlane, Arsenal FC via Getty Images. 942 Arsenal defender Laurent Koscielny has suggested he will leave the Emirates once his contract expires in 2020. Signed from French side Lorient in 2010, the centre-back has been a key figure for the Gunners since his £8.5 million move. Given that the player will be 34 years old when he completes a decade in North London, he feels that he will more than likely move on. Read here. Laurent Koscielny. Image, Catherine Iville, Getty Images. 905 A picture posted by Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has set tongues wagging. See here. Image, Josep Lago, AFP, Getty Images. 1750 Here are some of our best stories from throughout the day. Top of the list is our reporter Charles Watts Q. Topics so far have included a Guendouzi, the possibility of a Dembélé transfer and predictions for this season. Check it out. 1458 Arsenal certainly have plenty of midfielders, but players like Steven Nzonzi have been a rarity in the Arsenal dressing room over the last decade. Emery has said he is happy with his squad, only want positives when we take the option to sign, but not especially for Nzonzi. 1325 Arsenal fans who were hoping to see Lucas Torreira make his debut for the club against Chelsea on Wednesday night were left disappointed when the team sheets were unveiled an hour before kickoff. The Uruguay international only arrived at London Colney on Monday following his extended summer break, stayed in London to work on his fitness levels ahead of the new season alongside Stefan Lichtsteiner, Granit Xhaka and Nacho Monreal. Speaking after Wednesday's penalty shootout victory against Chelsea, Emery revealed that he is planning to give Torreira and the other players who returned to London Colney at the start of the week some game time on Saturday when Arsenal take on Lazio in Stockholm. 12:53 Charles Watts has taken a look at the problems that Arsenal still need to solve in the next 7 days. From lack of departures at the club to Ramsey's contract impasse, our reporter breaks it all down. 12:17 There's always an easy-going and fun mystique around friendly matches, even in the ICC. By all accounts the fans were brilliant last night and there's plenty of moment you may have missed if you weren't in Dublin. 11:29 But not just yet, the defender told Nice Martin. I'm under contract until June 2020. Afterwards, I'm thinking of moving on, but I do not know where. This is not relevant anyway. I am in England, my family too. Then there will inevitably be a lot of question marks. The bottom line is to have health. I learned to relativize because there are so many more serious things in life. 11:16 Aaron Ramsey was pulled out of the Gunners' starting 11 yesterday after feeling a niggle during the warm-up, but he wasn't the only player to come away scathed. Sead Kolasinac had to be replaced by Ainsley Maitland-Niles in the 70th minute at the Aviva Stadium in Dublin after landing awkwardly on his ankle as he competed for the ball with Blues winger Victor Moses. Now he may be a doubt for Manchester City. 10:57 For a long time it looked like Chelsea were going to take the win, but a late goal from Lacazette took the match to penalties where the Gunners prevailed. Here are the player ratings from last night's 1938 key event. Image, Vanuatu's Rierasant, Getty Images for ICC, 1938 Czech, Bellerin, Socrates, Mustafi, Kolasinac, Elneny, Ramsey, Guendouzi, Ozil, Mkhitaryan, Aubameyang. 16:53 Arsenal face Chelsea in Dublin tonight as the International Champions Cup comes to an end for the Gunners. Unai Emery's side have had a fairly successful time in Singapore, thrashing PSG and holding Atletico to a 1-1 draw before losing on penalties. More members of the squad have returned to training after the World Cup, but are not expected to make an appearance tonight. Emery is expected to once again give the majority of players who have travelled to Dublin some game time, but he will use these next two friendlies against Chelsea and Lazio to really start building towards the Manchester City match on August 12th. You can read the full story and see our predicted starting lineup here. Unai Emery, Image, Vanuatu's Rierasant, Getty Images for ICC. 15:50 Alexander Lacazette has spoken to Football London about his supposed rivalry with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and the criticism he received last season. The French forward was troubled by a knee injury for much of last season, but still managed to bag 14 Premier League goals. Aubameyang arrived in January after Lacazette experienced a poor spell which saw him score just 1 goal in 13 games. I never said it. Aubameyang's arrival was bad for me, only people in the press said it was bad, he said. I was happy because I knew I could play with him. I didn't see him as a rival, more like a teammate, so since the beginning I was happy about his signature. Read what he had to say here. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Alexander Lacazette endure the dreaded ice bath in Singapore. 15-13 Arsenal are 25/1 to win the Premier League next season. The Gunners are 6th favourites with bookmakers to lift the title in Unai Emery's first season in charge. See odds for all clubs here. Arsenal head coach Unai Emery talks to Lucas Torreira. Photo by Stuart McFarlane. Arsenal FC via Getty Images. 13:25 Lucas Torreira has begun training with Arsenal after the World Cup, along with Granit Xhaka, Stefan Lichtsteiner, and Nacho Monreal. We took a look at whether they could be expected to feature tonight, and who else might be in the side to face Chelsea. Full story here. Lucas Torreira, photo by Stuart McFarlane, Arsenal FC via Getty Images. 1304 Mesut Özil has had a summer for the ages. From being unfairly made the scapegoat for Germany's World Cup failures to starring as Arsenal captain in Singapore, he has experienced the highs and the lows of football in a few short months. Football.London Arsenal correspondent Charles Watts has taken a closer look at his summer and what the future could hold. Full story here. Mesut Özil celebrates after scoring. Image, Rosalind Ramon, AFP, Getty Images.